Hello world, this is Jaden's videos, and now starts the Halloween hunting videos of 2022. I'm super excited to start these. This was a really fun series to do last year. Gonna do them again. Today we're gonna be checking out Michael's, Lowe's, and Spirit. So I'm really excited. I don't know if Spirit or Michael's are gonna have anything new, but I haven't done any store tours on Spirit yet, so this is gonna be my first time actually showing a Spirit store this season. Lowe's hopefully is going to have their stuff because they usually do around now. Let's take a look. Hey, you. Here we are at Michael's, which this is the one that I did my store tour on, and they actually took down their Spooky Town display, but they restocked on a lot of the buildings, which is a pretty good sign. There's a lot more stuff than when I did my store tour. Like, we have this cool Curiosities and Oddities sign. We got all of this cool stuff here, fortune teller stuff. I think that was there. Now, I'm not going to get anything from Michael. There are some things I want for the haunt, because there's actually some, like, asylum diagrams here, or hospital diagrams, which I think will be great. But I'm not going to get anything from here until it goes on sale, which their sales happen pretty early, so it's only a matter of time. They've got some pretty cool things, though. I really like their stuff this year. Some pretty cool stuff for sure, and there's some of the classic Halloween mixed in here with it. This thing's kind of cool. You also have these big man-eating plants, which are $200. It's a lot, but they're going to go on sale. They actually look better than they have in previous years. And they've got tons of hay bales and stuff, which is always great to see. It smells so Halloween and fall-like in here because of all the cinnamon sticks they have, all of the candles, and the hay. Now you're gonna hear Mac talking in the background, but that's alright. We have all this stuff, which I've already shown. There's a few new things here, but since I've already shown most of it, I'm just gonna pan past. Now, there is something I do want to point out, which is new. Oh, this is cool. Now, this is really cool. It's an actual magnifying glass. That is really, really cool. That's creepy looking for sure. Take a look at that. That is $25. That is super cool. I like that. We also have, these are new, man-eating plants. All sorts of new stuff that wasn't here before. There's also these wooden things that you can paint, and then stakes, and then haunt former. And we have a lot of fall stuff, which I forgot to mention. The Lemax Spooky Town is 30% off now. The fall is 40%, so it's only a matter of time until that other Halloween stuff goes on sale, which it likely will do pretty soon. There is so much fall, and I love it. It looks so great. I don't understand this stuff. How is this fall? This is like spring. But they are fall. It's labeled as fall, but I just don't understand how it's fall. That's more fall-like for sure. And a lot of craft pumpkins, because those are always big sellers. Now, these are what I was talking about that really make this place smell super Halloween-y. These cinnamon brooms. These things have such a fall-like smell, and I'm all for it. You also have yourself leaves and stuff. It smells like so much like fall here. There's also some craft stuff, which they didn't have when I was here before. Just these things, these craft things you can make, of course, which they usually have. I mean, it's a craft store after all. Now, I'm just curious, do these still make the Saw Billy the Puppet laugh when you open them? No, they don't. They used to do that many, many years ago. And then you have more of their things that are like kind of handmade, but also not. But these things are usually pretty expensive. They're wreaths and stuff, but basically what it is, they use things that they have that you can make stuff with. And they make it, like, it's pre-made, but it uses stuff they have. I don't know why they're so expensive, since it's just stuff that you can buy already, but they do have some pretty cool things. But they are always rather expensive. Now, this is cool. This looks like those Christmas ones that you hang like on a banister or something. That's what that looks like, which is super cool. I've never seen one of those for Halloween. These are interesting, man-eating plants. Now, they're pretty cool, but they are pretty pricey too, because these are other handmade ones, which I think it's very simple to make. It looks like, I don't know why you'd buy it. at full price when it's super simple looking to make. But I mean, if you want to get it on sale, I don't blame you. I've gotten one on sale before. We also have fall candles, which I'm in love with their fall candles. We got a pumpkin pie one, cinnamon spice. There's some of these that I'm not a big fan of. Like Autumn Walk, I mean, it doesn't really smell like fall to me. Pumpkin's always the go-to because that's the most Halloween smelling. I know I'm showing a lot of fall, but fall and Halloween are one and the same, so I'm showing the fall stuff too. Now this stuff just recently started popping up at Michael's stores. This is the lighting and stuff, which is interesting to see. We have the little string lights and things. We got this boo sign, and then this here.
Happy Halloween!
More lights, and you have the ceramic Halloween trees. What interests me most are the blow molds, because I'm a sucker for blow molds. Now these ones are a little too cutesy for me. I mean, all blow molds are kind of cutesy, but I like the more vintage looking ones, and these don't really look vintage, they just look kind of cutesy. I do like the ghost a bit, but they are pretty pricey at $50. I prefer the vintage ones, and these ones don't look too vintage. We have one of these ghost string lights, like the pumpkin. I actually kind of like the... I don't know which one I like more. They're both kind of the same. More little string lights here. I like the candy corn one quite a bit. That's different. Curtain lights. More of the ceramic trees, which you have a normal one, and then you have a green one with a cat on top. And some more lighting options here. More small ones. I like how the eyeball is purple. That's cool. And you got these ones which don't want to work. There we go. Cool stuff. We are now at Spirit Halloween, which this is not our big location, the one that I work at. This is not it. However, we're at this one today. The reason I want to clarify this, the reason I haven't made a Spirit walkthrough yet this season is because I'm waiting until they get everything in stock before I do a full walkthrough. So right now I just want to include this smaller location in the hunting video. Though this location is small, it's still a good one in my opinion. Alright, so this is my first actual video of Spirit this season, which is very interesting. We have Grim.
I was just hiding in your closet with the other skeletons. Perhaps we let them all out with some fun.
Over here, we got Bog Zombie, which I absolutely love. I do want to get Bog Zombie at some point in this season. He's just sold out at every store near me. Also, I just want to say I love the theming this year, like the plasma tubes, the test tubes, everything. One of the best themes, maybe ever, that Spirit's ever done. We got Spider Biter Billy right there. That's kind of funny. He's just chilling there. Going into the mini walkthrough, because this location doesn't have the main walkthrough, but you have the holographic fan. Young Crouchy right here. Bari. I believe it's Bari because it's a play on words. Though most people call him Barry. You got Shorty, which I've been debating, going back and forth on whether I want to get him or not. I'll fix his shoes here. Like I said, I've been debating whether I want to get him or not. I think he's a great animatronic. I just am completely undecided on if I'm going to get him. More than likely not. But this location has had him in stock for a while, and so I keep going back and forth. We're gonna head over this way. Since this is a hunting video, it's not a full walkthrough. I'm not gonna show everything in depth. Stay tuned for my full walkthrough for that, which will come whenever they get everything in stock. But to be honest, I prefer the hunting videos more because I love going to the different places and just checking out the new stuff and showing you guys. We have Monty here, which they did have one for sale. This was the location that I bought Monty from when they first opened. They haven't gotten any new shipments in, which is unfortunate. The big location that I work at has gotten a lot of new stuff in. This one hasn't really gotten too much new stuff in. And the one that I work at, it hasn't gotten anything in about a week now, but they're expecting stuff sometime this week, so hopefully we'll get it. This, a lot of people don't talk about this. This thing, I think, is awesome. This Sam lamppost, I think it's super cool. I just love Trick or Treat too. I also love that Sam, the unmasked Sam. There's a lot of horror decor at Spirit this year, and I'm all for it. We got a Barry in the box, Bari. His name is Bari. Lord Raven, surprised they still have him in a Mr. Dark. We have 3 Nozzles the Clown, because like I said, this location does not have a back theme, and so they can't fit that 3rd Nozzles. All the Hocus Pocus stuff, just going to give you a quick look. I really like the Binks statue, I do. It's expensive, but I like it. And I'm not a huge Hocus Pocus fan. I've seen Hocus Pocus, I think it's a cool movie. I've been to some of the filming locations. For some reason, it's just never been a movie that I'm huge on. All the plush toys. I'm surprised to see this green Oogie Boogie, because he is a hot seller this year. I don't know why. People just are going crazy for him. We have some of these. Annabelle up there. We got one Reagan, which a lot of the prop boxes are actually on the other side at this location. I'll get to those momentarily. Obviously the Beetlejuice stuff, which I love. It's really a shame he didn't return this year, but there's still some great things. A lot of new things, like the Beetlejuice plush is new, so is the Lydia plush. The Beetlejuice snake, glad that came back. I really like that. This Miss Argentina statue, I believe, is new too, but it was supposed to be for last year.
What is that?
And of course we have the home decor stuff, the tarot stuff. I actually like the Spirit home decor. I know it is really good seller, but a lot of people focus more on the animatronics. I like the decor too. I think they have some pretty cool decor a lot of times, especially the horror stuff. Usually I think their licensed decor is better than their non-licensed. The non-licensed, I think you could find better non-licensed other places. But the actual licensed decor is always top-notch, which I'm getting into right here with the Trick or Treat stuff. I've always loved this Hanging Sam. For some reason, he just has a better looking head than the other one. You have the Hanging Adam, which I really like. I don't know why he has a better head than the animatronic one, but for some reason he does. The Mystic Arts stuff they got. More Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Again, another green Oogie Boogie. That surprises me. At my location, that thing's selling fast. So I'm surprised they still have them. This sign is pretty cool. Now, here is my love, the Haunted Mansion. Unfortunately, still missing quite a few Haunted Mansion things, but they've still got a good amount. I love the Haunted Mansion sign. I would really like to pick that up. I probably will at some point. Now, my location had a newspaper sign that was like a newspaper article for the Haunted Mansion. I bought that because I thought that was awesome. Spirit, please make a life-size Haunted Mansion animatronic. That's what I was hoping for this year. Unfortunately, we're not getting it, but my heart is still satisfied because it's something I've dreamed of for my whole life, having actual Haunted Mansion Halloween decor sold in stores. It exists now, and that makes me incredibly, incredibly happy. They have 3 little skellies there. Got some of the hanging things. Over on this side, we got this stuff, the live wires, which I'm hoping to get because I feel like they work for an asylum. They're pretty cool. All sorts of cool stuff, all the skeleton stuff, inflatables in the yard decor. We got some of the dolls. Here's a lot of the prop boxes. So we have Lucky Bottoms. Lucky Bottoms is not selling well at any of my stores. I don't know why. We have a lot of sitting scarecrows. Empty Soul Girl, Man's Possessed Friend. The Fogging Skull Pile. There's the Severed Pig Head, which I really like. I know it's pretty loud in here. There's a lot of stuff going on. Of course, you have these things which have been around forever.
Yes, I would love some.
There's some tombstones, none of the new designs yet. Just your classic tombstones. These are new pathway markers that they've never had before. Now I do want to swing over here. They do not have the new zombie. Oh wait, yes they do. They do have the new zombie babies. So we have those ones. And then of course we have
My favorite.
that one, which for some reason Mac's obsessed with.
It's great.
It's cartoony. I don't like it. I mean, personally, I'm just not a big fan of zombie babies. There are some I like though, like this one. I'm a fan of this one, which you probably don't like this one, do you?
I do like it. It's just a little plain in the clothing.
So is that. Are you buying it?
Not today, but
There's only
one
two.
day. What's his name? Willie? Oh, Wretch Ralph. How come they got rid of the zombie baby themes? Spirit, bring back the zombie baby theme. Doesn't have to be much. Make it a little, what's it called? Cradle.
I'm gonna do a quick look at the masks real quick. Just a quick little overview because I really have grown to like masks a lot. I blame Mac for that mostly. I think I've realized just how cool they are for display pieces, so I just want to go through some of them. A lot of these are some of the older ones that we've always seen. These Star Wars ones are new this year, which Star Wars isn't Halloween, of course, but I think these masks are really cool. Like they look great. In particular, I love the Emperor Palpatine. This model's a little messed up, but most of them, that one's kind of messed up too, so you don't really see what I'm saying, but most of them look great. Like they look so detailed. This is a new mask this season, the Flesh Creature. That's a new one. I really like that one quite a bit. Obviously, we have the vintage masks, which I'm a huge fan of. Those are something they've been getting more and more of over the past few years, and I'm really into them. Now, they do have a Jolly Ghost one this season too, but they do not have it at this location in particular. The Possessed Pumpkin mask is one that I am looking to get this season just because it is so great. It feels so Halloween. Just take a look at that sculpt. Excellent work on that one. Of course, you have all this stuff and the Universal Monsters. The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which my store is all sold out of. This one still has two. I think that's a great mask. I think it looks spot on. It's fantastic, and it's so big too. Like, see, here's one thing I don't understand is this is the same price as the Frankenstein Monster one, which I'll get to the Frankenstein Monster one in a second. I absolutely adore it. However, this one's bigger and it's the same price. I'd think it would be more expensive, or that would be cheaper. Just kind of weird to me. Which I do wish they were cheaper. I understand the prices though. They are 60 each. Pretty sure it's 60, or is it 70? That would be a good idea to check. They're 70 each. The zombie masks are really good. They look great. And the Wicked Scarecrow's awesome too. I also want to point out the King of Crows. I have this mask. I bought this a few years ago. It's one of my favorite masks, I think, of all time. It's so creepy. I don't believe Spirit has ever sold it before until now, but here they have it now. Most of these standard Ghoulish Productions masks are $40, and this one's no exception, which is not a bad price at all. Now, one thing I want to mention, I'm super excited for Halloween City, because Halloween City has a great lineup this year, but the reason I brought them up now is because Halloween City always has some great masks too, so I'm looking forward to seeing their mask selection as well. More of the vintage masks, and of course we have the Frankenstein Monster, which is one I'm absolutely going to buy this season. I didn't get it last season and I regretted it because this is just an incredible sculpt. And because we don't have any Frankenstein Monster life sizes since over 10 years ago, I want to cave and get it because I love Frankenstein. Please, Spirit, make Universal Monsters life sizes. You have the license. They are what built Halloween. The Universal Monsters are. Give them recognition in animatronic form, please. This mask is great. It looks like John Wayne Gacy. All these vintage and like half masks here are $12 each. There's the Jolly Wally mask. I'm heavily considering getting that because I love it. I love this one so much. And my location sold out of it. Dang, is it cool. That is my type of clown, the vintage clown. But I also love the vintage dingus because that looks like an actual serial killer John Wayne Gacy type clown. Some really great masks this season. Oh, and also, last thing I want to point out, Captain Spaulding mask is one of the most accurate masks I think I've ever seen. That's a great one too. Here we are at Lowe's, and lo and behold, they have their Halloween, and it is looking awesome. Since this is just a hunting video, I'm not going to show stuff in depth. Look at my walkthrough for that, but I do want to show some of this stuff. I love how there's so many horror characters this year. The 3 classic horror characters. Finally, a company's doing them. Unfortunately, they're not the best. The Jason and Freddy, I'll show them now. And the Michael's horrible. But the Jason and Freddy are alright. I would love to see actual great versions of them, though. There's the Jason. And of course, we have Freddy. They're okay. I wouldn't say they're bad. I like them mostly just because they are Freddy and Jason. I would love to see great versions of them made by Spirit Halloween. I mean, they're the classic horror icons. We also have Michael, which everything that needs to be said about him has been said. We have Chucky. I'm not a fan of him. And then this guy I'm not a fan of either. There you go. And then there's all these smaller things. Now they don't have all of the Haunted Mansion stuff in stock yet, which is upsetting. But I've noticed that that stuff is kind of late with most stores. The Medusa bust is back. It has different audio though. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. I don't even want to see that. This thing's weird. So is this. Now, the things I like mostly at Lowe's this season are the outdoor decor things like this stuff. The blow molds for sure. And that tree looks awesome. I'm definitely going to pick up one of these pumpkin blow molds. I'm thinking this one today, most likely, because I know they're hot sellers, so I don't want to miss out. There they are. They're $40 each. They're a little smaller than I thought, but they're still kind of big. I really like them. Definitely want to get that one. I'm not a big fan of the Dracula one, actually, just because it's not a classic pumpkin. I would have preferred just a different classic pumpkin design. This is cool. I didn't even know this existed. A Ghostbusters projection light. I'm not a big fan of these projection lights because it's hard to figure out where to put them, but the fact it's Ghostbusters makes me very interested in it. All the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, that Jack blow mold is huge. It's $60. All the Nightmare Before Christmas. He's got a try me button. That's that Jack that peeks out from behind the tombstone. He's pretty cool. I like him. A lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. And then the little Nightmare Before Christmas blow molds here. And this. Like I said, check out my actual tour video if you want to see this stuff in depth. We got the blow molds and more of the outdoor stuff, which I love their outdoor selection because it just feels so Halloween. Just take a look at it. It looks great. And then there's a bunch of inflatables and stuff too. And Gizmo from Gremlins. And I'm actually really liking this Cheshire Cat. I think that's kind of cool. I didn't even touch on this stuff yet, but there's the 12-foot mummy and some of the other life sizes. But before I get to that, I just want to show this Haunted Mansion light. More of the Haunted Mansion stuff's going to go here. It looks like the Madame Leota tombstone is going to go down there. As much as I love the Haunted Mansion, I just can't justify paying that price for it. And so I likely won't be getting that. If it was a full life-size Haunted Mansion thing, I think I'd get it, like a Hatbox Ghost or Constance. Please, I'd pay like $500 for those. I can't bring myself to pay $109 for the tombstone though it is cool. We have the Hitchhiking Ghosts, which, really awesome. I just can't get over the fact that we're finally seeing Haunted Mansion Halloween decor. It's something I've always wanted ever since I was very, very little. The fact that it exists finally is just a dream come true. I cannot wait till we eventually see life-size animatronics of them, and I hope it happens sometime soon. We have the 3 life sizes here, which are all pretty big. There's the 7-foot Reaper here and the 7-foot Witch. They might be a little more than 7. And then the Mummy. I'm not a big fan of any of these. I think Home Depot is doing great at trying to compete and get really good in the Halloween game and trying to compete with other companies, but I think they might need to step up their game a little bit because the things aren't looking amazing. But I give them props. The fact that there's a mummy is cool, though I wish he was a cooler mummy and just a 6-foot creepy corpse-like mummy, because I love mummies and we don't get them much, but I'm not a huge fan of him. I'm just gonna demo these now and see if they work, which the witch is not working currently. Let's see if this guy works. He's not working either, unfortunately. And how about the mummy? Because I will say, okay, he's actually kind of cool. The fact that he turns from side to side and he's that big is kind of cool. Though I prefer the Home Depot ones by a long shot just for appearance. I will give it to him. I think he's pretty cool. So, pretty successful day of Halloween hunting, I would say. One more thing I want to mention. We got pumpkin donuts and pumpkin spice as well, because that's out now, so it's officially Halloween. And I want to show this as a werewolf howls in the background. I want to show this because this is what I got. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think it's very pricey. It's $40. I think it could be cheaper. But I'm a sucker for blow molds and I love pumpkins. I can't, because I keep looking at the face! The witch! Just admit it. To all your subscribers, Jaden's videos is a fraud. It's a witch. It's not a pumpkin. It's a witch pumpkin. It's funny. He actually told me that when I was about to buy it. I almost didn't buy it because as cool as it is, they have a vampire one too, which I don't really like because I prefer just classic pumpkins. I don't like when they're mixed with other monsters. Are lying to your fans. And then he told me, you know that's a witch, right? Because I hadn't seen it, and I looked at it, and instantly I saw it, and I was like, no. Should have been an alien. I still don't think it's a witch, though, because on the tag at the store, it says Pumpkin Grim. The other one says Pumpkin Vampire, so it would say Pumpkin Witch if it was a witch. That's besides the point. This thing's cool. I like it. And it's got a really cool orange glow to it, too, which is mostly why I like it. I think it will be cool outside. They have some other cool things, too, as you saw in the video. I don't know when we're going to do this next, probably sometime next week. So stay tuned because hopefully Home Depot will be getting their stuff out soon and that'll be pretty exciting. So I hope you all enjoy. Keep howling at the moon by werewolves.